So the real question is, what can be done with age, youthfulness of getting in the real estate business? And last year we saw one of the slowest years unit-wise of sales. And Tristan absolutely crushed it in how many years have you been doing the business?
One.
And how many deals did you close last year?
Exactly 20.
Boom, 20 deals. How old are you?
I am 24.
24, 20 deals. That's pretty remarkable. But he followed a protocol. He did some chasing. He was hungry. What do you attribute to the success that you had in your first year? Because I can promise you this, very few agents in their first year reach 20 deals. So what did you do? What do you attribute it to?
I followed the system that you guys have. I worked the leads that were given to me and then did the previews, did the checklist that you gave me on day one and actually followed through with it. I didn't do it all the way through, but I tried to stick to it as much as I could, and that's how I got.
Imagine what you would have done if you had stuck to it.
You're
all the
right.
way through.
Year two.
So tell me, what did you learn in that? Because we've got Zillow leads, we've got a bunch of different lead sources and stuff, but what did you learn about people buying, selling real estate, all that stuff? And the cool thing is, I know you're doing a great job at relationships because you were telling me that you were getting referrals now from the people you've worked with. So,
yes.
So what did you learn so quickly at the age of 23, 24 in your first year?
Follow-up is super important. Yeah, actually engaging in real, genuine relationships is very important. And that's the part that's my favorite about real estate, is actually being able to help people long-term and build a relationship with them long-term. And it makes work feel more like a friendship and building a relationship instead of, helping people or selling a house just to sell a house.
I hear this saying all the time, and it really does come down to this to some degree, but I hear people say it's not about the money. I know that's really kind of how you feel about things, but it does come down to, you got to make the money, otherwise you wouldn't do what you're doing. But you have like a servant's heart, right? And I know that
Yes.
you're about the people, not about the production. You're about the people and want to make sure that you take care of them. What area of town have you focused on? And in working with leads, what all area have you covered in the first year?
Gosh, I covered all over Atlanta, north of Atlanta, all the way up to South Carolina. I've worked leads in Martin, Georgia. Most people don't know where that is. And then all the way over to Jasper, actually.
Where is Martin, Georgia, just out of curiosity?
Martin is right by Lake Hartwell. If you go up I-85, it is the town right before you cross into South Carolina.
And you were talking about maybe getting your South Carolina license too now.
Yes. Yeah, just so I can service the people on the lake in Hartwell.
It's good stuff. So what do you attribute your success to outside of going, hey, I followed your roadmap? I mean, are there books that you've read? What is it that hey man, this is how I'm going to deliver the best experience for the people I want to serve? What is that?
I spent a lot of time trying to build the relationships. I mean, that was probably the biggest thing. And then following the Zillow leads, doing the follow-up on Follow Up Boss. And
that's a CRM. For those of you who don't know, it's a CRM. You can get recordings. Do you record yourself in?
Yes, and then I listened to myself back. The other thing that I did was I recorded our conversation so that I can practice and run through the scripts, and then I just practice in the car so that then I can say things in the best way, if that makes sense.
Awesome. Before you got into real estate sales, what did you do?
I did construction. I worked on houses. I was in kind of real estate investment. That's why I became an agent. But I managed construction projects on houses.
And that was a good bit different than serving people and going out and selling a service to them to help them find the home that they want.
Yes. But I love being an agent way more.
What do you view differently about the business today than when you first got into it a little over a year ago?
The things that you guys tell us work actually work. I didn't think that they did when I first got here. I was like, there's no way that actually brings back business. Things like the Popeyes and even just the follow-up on the CRM. But it does. It brings more business. And I've started to see it, from a friend of a friend. I got a referral and so on and so forth. So starting to follow even more so the different things that y'all told us to do at the beginning is becoming more. I'm learning that that's what actually works.
So for 2026, you're setting your sights on growing your business further. What are you going to be focusing on outside of leads and different things? What are you going to really focus on to generate more business?
I'm going to work on my past client base a lot more. I haven't done that very well this year. And then also, I'm going to hit the phones. I'm going to hit the phones and I'm going to do a lot more open houses. I'm going to try, actually, no, I'm going to do 50 open houses this year. I'm not going to try.
That's the mindset of a champion right there. So that's good stuff. Now, if somebody wanted to get into, let's say that you got an agent out there that's not hitting it right, you know, maybe they're young, maybe they're old, it doesn't matter. They're not finding the success in where they are. What would you recommend that they do? And by the way, this is not a plug for you to go come over here. Well, maybe it is, but somebody but what do you really think they should do?
That's exactly what I think they should do. They can follow the roadmap that we have, because that's what works, and that the leadership here has taught. I mean, I would not have been a successful agent if I didn't start at this brokerage. So following the system that you guys have, coming over here, being surrounded by the community of people who push on you to do better. You told me once, why aren't you doing 8 deals, when I got excited about 4? I know, but you know what I mean. And it just reframed, it changed my mindset of, oh, well, I mean, he's probably right, actually. I probably should be doing more, or I could, and I'm going to build systems.
And we have people doing that so you can see what they're doing and go model them.
Exactly. I've had somebody to chase this whole time. I've been able to follow Jack and see what he's doing, and that's actually, I mean, it's given me a lot of motivation to try, you know.
Awesome. Do. So Tristan, I'm really curious, you know, with the teams out there, you're on our elite team, very proud of that. What made you decide that you wanted to start off with a team versus going individual?
Well, the experience that has been made available to me through you, one, I have access to you in the team, and then also to several other extremely high performing agents who I can talk to and actually get a personalized take on what I need to do better in order to make more money, or to have more volume, or just across the board. Even if it's spend more time with my family, those agents are the people that I go to ask for advice on that.
If an agent was out there, or a consumer, and they go, man, you know what, I like the way Tristan talks and what he does, how would they get in touch with you?
You can follow me on Instagram. You can look up my name on Google. I'll come right up, thanks to results, and then my phone number's everywhere.
What's the phone number?
The phone number is 706-367-8166. You can.
Hey, has Tess been able to help you, our good social media director?
She has, yeah.
Now, you used to do that before you got into real estate too, right?
I did, yeah.
So probably if you're looking to work with somebody that's got extreme knowledge, either being an agent or a general consumer, he's got a lot of different talent out there. But the cool thing is, he wants to hustle, and it's about one thing, the consumer experience. So you want to get in touch with Tristan. He's doing an awesome job out there. Very proud to work along people like Tristan. Doesn't matter age, range, or, you know, color, nationality. I don't care. We want the right people, the right mindset, and we can work well with anybody at any stage of their life. So give us a call. We're here to help you, not hurt you. And that's my main motto going into 2026. Thank you, Tristan.
Yes, sir.